Welcome everybody to the Crizz's Cheesing It Up. Today we have Cabot Wickedly Habanero Cheddar Cheese. Stay tuned. So today's cheese is from Cabot Creamery, which we've done quite a few videos on, just because the overall quality of Cabot tends to be very good considering the large batches of cheese that they make really around the country. This is a Vermont cheese, and what's unique about this one versus some of the other spicy cheeses that we have reviewed, traditionally they're more of a Monterey Jack or pepper jack cheese. This one is actually a cheddar cheese. You can tell it's definitely a little bit harder than your traditional spicy cheeses. And this one actually won first place at the Scovie Awards. Do you know what the Scovie Awards are?
No, I'm assuming it has something to do with the heat level?
I presume they were entered into a cheese category, which will validate relatively soon. So for this Cabot, it is advertised as a habanero cheese. And again, one of the tricks just for reading the labels in the back is how much habanero is actually in this cheese. So I'm reading through, so you have pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, then jalapeno peppers, salt, taco seasoning, citric acid, paprika, natural flavors, and then habaneros. So just because this cheese is advertised as a habanero, which tends to be 150,000 to 575 Scoville units depending on the type of habanero, doesn't mean it's not going to be spicier than some other peppers. It all has to do with what types of ingredients are also used within this cheese. It's possible to use more habaneros than the other cheese types. We'll use ghost pepper as an example. So overall, this could be a spicier cheese. Let's go ahead and give this a try. So as I'm slicing this up, Amber, what is your hypothesis? Do you think this is going to be spicier or milder in the spice scale?
Well, I think out of like just normal cheddar cheese, it's definitely going to be spicier than normal cheddar cheese. But as you said, like the habanero it's not the spiciest. And they don't tend to put as much spice in it, just in case somebody doesn't have like a high spice tolerance. They can still still eat it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So here you go.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and give it a try.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'd say it actually does have quite a bit of spice. Quite a bit of spice. Definitely spicier than the ghost pepper cheese we just tried.
Mm-hmm. I like the bite to this one. It's like a very, like a cheddar cheese, very like hard cheese. And you can taste the peppers, like, you have like bigger pieces of pepper. So you actually take a bite out of the pepper, like you can taste the pepper.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do see it seems to be more well mixed in.
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely has good spice. So scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this cheese? And wow, I'm picking up some of that spice now in the back end. And I do love spice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely on that.
I think out of cheeses, I would say it's definitely like a 7 or 8 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think there's very many cheeses that have. And the thing with cheese too is it's like a milk product. So when you're eating cheese or drinking milk, normally it like kind of cuts that heat from things. So it might be kind of even masking some of the heat.
Whew. But yeah, definitely a spicy cheese. If you're somebody that has a extremely high spice tolerance, probably say like fairly elevated, about pretty spicy, maybe a little above average. But as I said before, if you're somebody that has a low spice tolerance,
it'll probably be very, very spicy for you.
Very spicy for you. You probably have a hard time eating this. Although the second piece I had was a little more mild.
I think it depends I think it depends because as you can see there's like pieces of pepper within it. So if you get a piece that actually has a piece of pepper, it's going to be spicier. Yeah.
Or we could have just got used to it.
That's true.
That's a strong possibility too. But you definitely find that spice on the back end. When you first try it, almost tastes like a dry cheddar cheese, and then all of a sudden that spice creeps up on you.
It does, yeah.
So scale of 1 to 10, Amber, what do you give this cheese in terms of overall enjoyment?
So I'd probably give it a 7 because I really, really do enjoy the cheese. Because there's other cheeses that I enjoy more, but I do like this cheese because it's sharp, one, and it's spicy too. So I do like that about it.
I'd say this is probably one of our pick winners so far among the spicy cheeses that we've had. We haven't reviewed a lot of spicy cheeses.
No.
I think we should probably get some more though. We should
Yeah.
try some more spicy cheeses so
Yeah.
we can make some recommendations to you as far as what are some of the spiciest cheeses that you can buy in the market. What should you put out for some of your guests during parties? I think overall though, this is a very good one. I'd probably put this on my charcuterie board.
With a disclaimer that it's very spicy.
Or you can just let your guests be surprised.
That's true, yeah, and then, you know.
I'd probably let my guests be surprised.
Yeah, we can just keep water and, you know, milk on hand in case they like
Absolutely.
personal claims.
Well, hey, Cabot, good job again. Always impressed with the quality of your cheeses, even though you're mass producing them. Overall, very, very solid. I'd also say 7.5, somewhere in that territory. And until next time, keep
Cheesing it.
it